Welcome to the Permian Strategic Partnership Podcast. I'm your host, Krista Escamilla. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the Permian Strategic Partnership Podcast. We thank you for your time, and we hope that you are thriving wherever you are here in the beautiful land of West Texas and New Mexico. So thank you for being with us today. We are so excited to have one of our guests and partners with PSP. We have William Church, and he also, AKA Professor Church, he is also a husband, father, director of Truck Driving Academy at Odessa College, and he teaches business at the college as well. So that's why he gets the title of professor. Thank you so much for being with us today, William. We appreciate your time. Well, tell us, first of all, a little bit about what you do at Odessa College. You are filling one of those instrumental needs that we have in our community, which is helping people get their CDL license. So tell us what you do.
Thank you. I'm the director of the CDL program at Odessa College. We started this program back in October 2018. And one of our visions and our missions is to be able to help the community, to help the people, to help their student to achieve a dream of becoming a CDL license holder, and also to be able to operate a commercial motor vehicle. And by doing that, it helps them, it helps their family, which overall it helps the community around them. So along with myself and other instructors that we have, we make sure we put out the best training schedule, the curriculum for those students to be able, in order for them to succeed.
Well, we know there's a need, right,
yes,
for licensed drivers. What is the need at right now? Like, how deficient are we in getting those licensed drivers out there when you're hearing from the businesses?
Yeah, so last I checked, around over 4,000 drivers are needed in the Permian Basin alone. That's not really including the whole country itself. But what we do, we serve a small portion. Mm-hmm. We average around 15 students per class. We average around 11 classes per year. That's 15 students plus. So along with our PACUS program that we have 2 weekend courses, and the one we have in Andrews, we can average around a total of like 170 to 180. And every year we have a goal to exceed that limit from last year and to have students come through our course and pass. So even though it's a small percentage, but we're making a change. We're making a change. And our main focus through our program is about safety.
I love that. Let's talk about the program. So say someone right now, they're listening, they hear this, they think, you know what, this could be the career change that I want to make, but how do I start and what does it even look like? How long's the program? All the details.
Yes, it's a very, very, very well worth decision to make to get your CDL license. It's tough. I'm going to be honest, it's going to be tough. Okay. Our program offers 5 weeks. There's other programs and schools might offer 3 weeks or even 8 weeks. Mm-hmm. But as long as we all follow the same curriculum that was put out from the FMCSR or FMCSA and the entry-level driving training, we all meet that standards. Every student, wherever, no matter what school you go to, we get the same type of curriculum and training if they're following by those rules and the policies and stuff.
The safety.
And the safety. But it's a step-by-step process of how we do it at Odessa College. We said, you got to crawl before you walk and walk before you run. So everything that we do, from backing to pre-tripping, it's hands-on, it's visual. We want to make sure we walk those students step by step. Right. So we model it, every task, we model it for that student. And we tell them, yes, it's going to be tough, but at the end results, it's going to be well worth it.
Let's tell them what that end result looks like. What is the average salary when you start and you graduate and you get into the field? And
that is a good question. The average salary can depend on what region you're in, or even what state that you're in the country. Right. Where we're at in the Permian Basin, which is called the oil and gas mega area and stuff, these students can actually graduate, and that company is willing to hire them without experience. They can make around like 60 to 70,000 with no problem. From my understanding, some of the research that I've done, that's not bad. Right. But we tell a lot of students that sometimes you don't really need to chase that money. Right. Find a company.
You're good.
Find a company that's going to take care of you. It's going to take care of your family, and also they're going to take care of the trucks that you're driving and stuff. That means you can grow with them. You might start off at $20 an hour or $25 an hour, but as a new driver, especially if you're under the age of 21, that's really not bad.
Right, but absolutely. Think about it, 5-week program, and then you can make, a good living for your family.
Yes. And then if you want to decide to go over the road, by all means, you can do that. Some companies pay a little bit less because they pay by the miles.
Okay.
It can be 40 cents a mile. But you're going to put in over 3,000 miles if you're doing a cross-country trip.
Right.
So that adds up that way. And plus, you get to see a
Yes.
lot of the open road when you do over-the-road driving.
I love that. Let's talk about what it looks like on a daily basis. You said it was 5 weeks. Is it Monday through Friday, 8 to 5? Or is it, half a day? What does that look like?
Our program is Monday through Friday. Monday to Thursday is from 7:30 to 17:30. We use military time, the 24-hour clock, because you have to do your logbook. It's 24 hours.
That's great.
And on Fridays, we call it a half a work day. It's from 08 to 1300. So it's like 5 hours. But it's total up out of those 5 weeks, though, we get 200 hours of training. The first week, we help them get their permit. We go over the entry-level training requirements like the videos, back-end, pre-tripping, human trafficking. And then the second week of our program is called the Introduction Week. That week is when we take the students, show them step-by-step of what to expect during their test. Because all this leads up to them to take their test at DPS or even third party to get their license. Our program offers the training to prepare them to get their CDL license. Because we always make sure we tell them that DPS and Odessa College do not guarantee that you will get your CDL license. So we are here to train you, to prepare you, to set you up for success when that time's come for you to test.
They still have to go test and
Yes.
pass, which with your great training, they will.
Yes. We have a very, very high pass rate for our regular 5-week course. It's around like 95, 96%. That means students that start from the beginning and they stay at the end. And we probably average like 6 or 7 students probably won't be able to finish due to something might have come up, like emergency, family and finances and everything. And so that's when that goes into play where we say, like, we don't leave no one behind. We had students that may not finish due to a medical emergency or finance, and we actually let them come back later on. So that would
nice.
say we're not going to waste all that training that you've done. We know stuff happens.
I love that.
Just let us know when you're ready. We'll put you in a refresher course, which is another program that our college offers. It's for people who have a CDL that haven't drove for a while. They can come to our refresher course and refresh up on their skills and get right back working in the workforce and stuff.
Awesome. I noticed you mentioned finances, and I'm sure a lot of people heard that as well and went, oh, how much does it cost for the program? So what does that entail? And do they have to have any prerequisites? Like, do they have to have a high school diploma or a GED? What does that look like if you're interested?
If you're interested in the program, 18 and over.
Okay.
The program costs $4,500. It's 5 weeks long. You must have your DOT physical before you start. That $4,500 will cover like the application fee, the training. You get to use our trucks for your training. You get to use our trucks also when you go and test.
Oh, good.
And if you can't, just so happen, finances, some people may not be able to have it.
Right, $4,500 is a lot of money.
$4,500 is a lot.
Right.
But there's other agencies that can help you with your, for the tuition. Like we have the PSP that actually can provide the full tuition. If you qualify for it, we can Workforce Solutions is another agency that can help provide to pay for your tuition. And for all you veterans out there, you can actually use your GI Bill.
Wow.
We got certified 4 years ago for us to actually students use the GI Bill to pay for their CDL program.
That's fantastic.
I myself used my GI Bill to pay for my CDL school back in 2012.
Good for you, and thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. I love that you mentioned that because I think that's so important. This would be a great, just a great second career for a veteran that is looking to get back into the workforce and do something, be around people. I love that you offer that. You mentioned PSP. Let's talk about the wonderful partnership with the Permian Strategic Partnership. How have they helped you have people's dreams come true of fulfilling their license?
Partnering with PSP was a dream come true. When I first heard about it some years ago, that they was interesting to help us expand, to meet that need of those CDL drivers, those 4,000s.
Right.
They came in, been wonderful working with them. They gave us a nice, great donation. We was able to purchase 5 brand new 2024 Peterbilt's 579s and 5 brand new additional trailers, and along with being able to hire more instructors to to meet that workload that we're going to get for these students. And just be able to be partnered with them that way just show us a lot that people, what we are doing is making a difference. Because if we wasn't doing anything the right way, And why would you want to partner with someone that's not doing the stuff the right way?
That's a good point.
And I think they've seen something in our program. We live by a mission statement and our vision, to help the community, to help the students, and also changing lives. And by them coming in and helping us, thank you again. Thank you.
That's awesome. I'm so grateful that PSP, they do so many wonderful things for our community.
Yes.
And once again, here is another way of helping on the roads and improving safety and helping with education and filling those workforce needs that I know is so important to the PSP
Yes,
and to our
indeed.
community. That's fantastic. I can tell you are passionate about what you do. What do you love about your job?
I don't even call it a job or even call it work because I love to do it.
Yes.
I have a passion for it. To be able to see, from the beginning to the end, what it takes for those students to get to where they want to get to, and when they get that license, right now I have 5 students attesting already at DPS.
Right
They're
now?
in test week right now.
Okay, we're thinking good
Yes,
thoughts for
and I'm
them. I
just
know they're
like,
going to do great.
I tested someone earlier this morning for third party, and just see the satisfaction that, wow, that it's changing lives. And some students will come in that program, haven't been in a school environment in years.
Right.
Some of these students haven't even completed high school. Some of these students are coming in straight out of federal prison and everything. And when they come in, we see a 10 on every student that comes in our classroom. We don't discriminate. Whatever you went through, you're here for a change.
I love that.
You're here for a change, and we're going to help you as much as possible. And to see that end goal, and to see them get their CDL license, some students be crying. They'll come back, give us, like a cake. That's the satisfaction behind all this, because we're here, we're helping, we're changing lives.
I love that. That is fantastic. What is the most surprising thing that I guess students, once they get in the program, find? Is there anything that they go, oh, I didn't even, I didn't know that was going to happen, or I didn't see that. Well, like what is that most surprising maybe question they ask you, or that your students, just go through in the program?
Well, we're not driving the trucks right now.
There you go. Not day one.
Not
day
one.
one.
A lot of these students will come expecting to get behind the wheel of the trucks on the first week. Everything leads up to the driving portion. They don't drive until the 3rd week.
Okay.
The 2nd week of the training, they training on the range. We're showing them theory videos and stuff, safety, defensive driving, things to that matter. And they come in not knowing that you have to take a pre-test to help you get your permit. So there's a lot of writing and stuff. So you're back in school.
Right.
The program is ran like if you are still on the accredited side in English 1301. You walk in, there's a agenda, there's a syllabus,
Right.
there's a time. They don't expect that. They'd
Right.
be shocked.
Right.
I said, no, we got to get the theory portion out the way. Then we can work our way into the hands-on to, like the pre-tripping and backing. So it's more like they expect to come in to just drive. It back right away.
Right.
And start doing the backing right away.
Right. I love that you shared that, because that is important, and there will be some writing, not just driving.
Yes.
What do you think the next step is? Someone's listening right now. They're excited. They think this could be a good opportunity for them. How do they then go apply for the program? Where do we send them?
All right. You can go on Odessa College Continuing Education website, or you can type in Odessa College CDL program. It will take you straight to our web page for the continuing education. It will be a little slot to the bottom that will say Workforce Transportation CDL program. Once you select that, it will give you the option if you want to fill out the PSP. The PSP grant is also located on our homepage too. It's very simple to fill that out. It might ask for your financial aid, but don't be discouraged because it says something about a financial aid. It's
Right.
a little bit easier now for you to get qualified for that.
Always fill that out. Is
Yes,
what
you
you're
want to
saying.
fill
that
if you know
out.
you got cash, you're going to pay for it. Fill out that PSP application,
Yes.
and you never know, you might get reimbursed. Because we had students put half down, fill it out while they was in class. The class had already started, and not knowing, like, wow, I qualified. Here's your $4,500 coming right back to you, because we had the opportunity to use that grant.
Fantastic. So you've had your director's hat on. We're going to put your professor hat on for a second. I want you to teach us something today. What's the number one, you mentioned safety, what's the number one safety tip you want all of us, not just that are in the program, but everyone who's listening today, to know when they get on the road?
Do not speed.
Were you talking to me? I feel like that was a direct hit.
The cause of accidents is speeding.
Yes.
Rushing, being impatient, not doing a proper pre-trip. Don't take these vehicles for granted. Yes, it might be a brand new vehicle, just came straight from the lot, but you still want to do a proper pre-trip on those vehicles. Even from checking, your tire pressure, your lights. Yes, they have gadgets and everything to check all that for you, but it's nothing wrong to personally check a lot of these things. But yes, watch speeding. Please don't speed.
Good advice. And stay off of these.
Sit and
stay off of these.
Yes. And what those students do, what those students are learning, that it's life changing. It changed the way they drive. The first week of class, I come in and I talk to them. I make a present a lot to my students and everything, and to let them know that things is going to change.
Right.
You're going to drive different. You're going to look at other vehicles different.
Right.
And they'll look at me like I got a horn coming out my head. Like, what is this guy talking about? After the third week, after they've been driving a commercial motor vehicle, doing turns and everything, I come back again and ask them, how's everything going? Are you driving different?
Right.
And they're like, yes, Mr. Church, I'm taking my turns wider in a car, because in the tractor trailer, you got to take a wider turn. They're doing this in their own personal vehicles and stuff. Mr. Church, I'm watching these trucks going down the road. I'm looking at the load, make sure it's secured, because they're learning all that throughout the program. And what we tell them, it's not all about driving and backing. We believe in putting out educated drivers out there.
Yes.
Educated drivers.
I love that. Well, thank you for what you're doing. It is such a need that needs to be met here. And we really appreciate you sharing this information today with our listeners, because it is so important. It is such a great workforce option for someone who's looking. And you mentioned all the ways to do it. So we encourage anyone who's looking to make that career change to reach out to Odessa College and to sign up and fill out that PSP form and financial aid. And you never know if you could qualify, because I think that is such a beautiful thing that, that we're providing here in the basin for our workforce. So thank you for what you're doing. Is there anything that we didn't get to talk about today that you want to talk about, that you were like, oh, I'm going to be on a podcast, I didn't get to mention it? This is your time to highlight your program.
Now, I just want to know, first of all, I just want to thank God for this opportunity where I'm at to be on this podcast, and for Odessa College to give me the opportunity to start this CDL program from ground up, along with my other instructors, and see how we are making a change. When you hear people say we're making a change for the community, it can be overused a lot. It really can. Right. Unless you see it physically, how it's changing the community. Because think about it. If there is a single parent that's coming to our program, and before they came to our program, they were making $10 an hour, probably bringing in $23,000 a year annually. So coming through our CDL program, they got the CDL license, they go work for a company. I seen it, this is true, I actually seen this happening. This person went from making $23,000, now I'm making close to $60,000 to $7,000. Wow. That's a life changer.
It is.
So that's a big lump of money. So this person had to be educated about finances now. So while this person making that extra money, how is it happening in the community? By this person now having more income, it can provide more for the child.
Yes.
Okay, now this person will go buy a car or even go buy a house. Taxes is being involved in everything.
Right.
That's more stuff. Now they can buy more clothes. It's helping out the retail side and stuff.
The trickle effect.
And then, yes, and if there are more drivers are doing it, getting more stuff, that's more workers that those stores probably going to need, because there's more drivers, truck drivers out there buying and spending, which is helping out the community in a way, and listen, giving back.
I love that. See, it does. You're making a difference, making a change for them personally, and also for our community. So Thank you for what you do. Appreciate it. You mentioned finances. You want to throw out a business tip, Professor Church? one business tip we could all learn from you today.
Before you start your business, please do a SWOT analysis.
Okay.
Strengths,
Good idea.
Opportunities, and threats. It's your basic business 1301.
I love it. That's perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate
you.
your time. Thank you for making our roads safer and making our students smarter with those tips.
Thank you.
And all of us and really our community a better place. We appreciate you. For more information, go to Odessa College. Look up the Truck Driving Academy at Odessa College. Sign up. Don't forget the PSP form. Fill that out. And we appreciate your partnership with these strategic partnerships. So because it truly is making a difference here in West Texas. Thank you. And thank you for listening. Share this with someone you love today. We want to get this podcast out to as many people here in West Texas that love it as much as we do and want to see the good things happening. And we appreciate the Permian Strategic Partnership for all that they do to make our community a better place. Remember, we are all in this together, and the future lies in the Permian. You make it a great day. Thank you for listening to the Permian Strategic Partnership Podcast. For more information, go to permianpartnership.org.